This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast network in America. I am Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Reds fan, and I've been podcasting about this team for 6 years, and in my second season here at Locked On. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today as we finally discuss the Reds getting a win, 7-3 over the Los Angeles Angels. I told you last night, I said the streak ends today. They're getting a win today. If you just check us out for the first time, welcome. We are so glad to have you. Please be sure to hit that notification button so you can not only get my show after each and every game, but you get Jeff Carr and Stephen Alfenbaker Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. On today's show, wouldn't you know it, had some offense show up today. Reds had their most runs scored so far in the season. The bullpen, really good today. We're going to discuss that. And Elly De La Cruz with 3 hits today and getting on base 4 times. He had a walk there at the end as well. He just did that after I typed the recap. All that and a whole lot more. And of course, if our everydayers are in the house, I want to hear from you. Let's get started.
This is what you'll be talking about.
That was a really fun game to watch. It was also a weird game to watch. And it was, I think Johnny kind of says it the best way possible here. Reds won a game that the Angels gave to them. Maybe, but they also gave up 5 runs in the first 2 innings. So, there's that part as well. But I thought today was a really well-played game by the Reds. If you look up and down the lineup, there's a lot to be excited about. So first thing I always look at here, 9 walks as a team. That was awesome. I thought that the fact that they were just putting more pressure on them now, granted, a lot of that was in the 8th inning when the Angels, what was the pitcher's name? That poor guy. Of course, my iPad doesn't react with me here, but when Chase Silseth, was that Silseth, goes out there and has 4 walks, including a couple pitches that hit the backstop. So that was pretty awesome. That was nice to see. So you take that, obviously. Other things that really jump out. So Nathaniel Lowe obviously has the huge double today. So that was nice to see. Elly has 2 doubles today. Spencer Steer hits a homer. Elly has 2 stolen bases today. Matt McClain has a steal today. I know Noelby was picked off, but we will live with that. We will live with that. So yeah, not to mention that Spencer Steer's homer goes off the foul pole, has a big doink, which was really fun to hear. And Matthew says it here. I love the sound of the foul pole when balls hit it. I agree. That was a pretty awesome to see. Other guys, Noelvi Marte gets a hit today. I know he gets picked off, like I said. Brian Hayes doesn't get a hit today, but he has 3 pieces of contact that register in the red on Baseball Savant, including a 104-mile-an-hour line out. That was something that, I know that's a hot button around here at the old Locked On these days, if you listen to the guy on the other show. But honestly, he's had some pretty and I'm going to stand by that. And I know Steve disagrees with me, but like I said, he struck out 4 times this year. And then I loved when he had that big line out and he goes to the dugout and Gino's there to give him a big hug. I thought that was pretty funny as well. But it was just such a nice day to see the Reds just kind of won after last night where they just weren't competitive at all. They were just giving at-bats away. That was one of the games where it was just nice to see them kind of bounce back and be themselves again. Sal Stewart today has a hit, 2 walks. That's humongous. I liked that they had more hits and more walks than strikeouts today. So they had 7 hits. They had 9 hits, 9 walks, and only 6 Ks. So that's pretty fantastic because we haven't seen a lot of that from the Reds in our lifetime. It feels like they've been a very impatient team most of the time that I remember for them at the bat. So to see them kind of go out there and kind of take their time today was really, really promising to see. So shout out the Reds on that. I do want to make mention of one thing on the other side. 2 things. First, Zach Neto's incredible. I can't wait till he leaves Cincinnati this weekend because he's just kicking our butt this weekend and I don't like it. 2, if you love baseball, like I know our chat does, our everydayers do, like I do, even though it's against my team, it's cool to see Mike Trout have big moments because he hasn't played very well this year. He obviously has battled so many injuries the last couple of years. He's, one of the best players in my lifetime. To see him smoke an RBI double today. I wish it wasn't against the Reds, but the fact that he had one today is good for baseball. So there's that at least as well. And yeah, I forgot about the fact that Zach Neto challenged the first pitch of the game. So that was nice to see. And also, yeah, it was nice to see Brent Suter today. Just, he was kind of dominant for 3 2/3. Didn't like that part, but, happy to see him doing well and happy to see him landing on his feet in baseball as well. So our turning point today, guys, I think I'm going to give it to the bullpen.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
So Brandon Williamson only goes 4 today, has 6 walks. Again, I know there's going to be people some going to jump on this. There are going to be people some say like they need to send him down to AAA. Let's not do any of that, guys. It's his 3rd start back in 500 days. And his last start, he was awesome. You're going to have days like this with him. It just stinks that both of those days that he's had bad days were at home. But the bullpen takes over and stops the bleeding for 5 innings. Pierce Johnson goes out there and throws 2/3, does have 2 walks, but gets through it. Then we see, Connor Phillips has 2 walks. Shocking. Pierce Johnson goes out there, throws an inning and a third with 3 strikeouts. So that was pretty terrific as well. Graham Ashcraft goes out there, handles his business. Tony Santillan handles his business. Emilio Pagan does have a walk, but gets through it just fine. Guys, I'm really just loving this bullpen. And today was a day where, I know we had to use a lot of them, and it was probably a little stressful. Didn't throw a lot of pitches. Connor Phillips throws 20. Pierce Johnson throws 19. Graham throws 11. Santillan throws 11. Pagan throws 14. So you feel like, realistically, can't imagine many, if any of those guys are out for tomorrow. But it's nice to see them pick up, and man, that game tomorrow is going to be a really fun pitchers matchup too. So we're going to obviously talk about that as we highlight tomorrow's day, but really fun day to be a Reds fan. Really great day all around. So happy to see the team doing their thing. And Elly De La Cruz today did his thing with a 3-hit, 4-time on base day. And guys, I don't know if you just have noticed or not, but Elly De La Cruz kind of feels like he's back. Let's talk about that and more right after this. It's tax time, but for a lot of us, the old way of doing taxes is a lot. Trying to book an appointment that's not the most convenient. Sitting in a waiting room with a stack of papers. Emailing back and forth and wondering if they really get your situation. But this year, you're getting a major upgrade. Intuit TurboTax now has in-person locations nationwide. You can meet face-to-face with a real tax expert, and your documents get uploaded straight to your TurboTax app on the spot. And just like that, you're done. Your TurboTax expert works to get you every dollar you deserve, while you get real-time notifications as you go about your day. It's the relief of walking in and meeting a real person and walking out knowing your taxes are being handled right. Head to turbotax.com/local, find a store near you, and book your appointment. Workplace chaos, deadlines stacking up, inbox overflowing, and the one position you have to fill still sitting open. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. Woo. Indeed sponsored jobs help you reach the people who actually fit what you're looking for. Skills, experience, location. So you're not just hoping the right candidate stumbles across your post. And here's a stat that says it all. In the minute I've been talking to you, companies like yours made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and more time interviewing candidates who check all the boxes with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help your job premium get the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. As you know, when we come out of the break, we always like to say shout out to our everydayers here on the Postcast. It's so great to see you all today. And thank you all so much for spending some time with me, as always, discussing Red wins or Red losses. But I'll tell you what about when the Postcast isn't on and you're just like, need to get your Reds itch on? You need to talk some Reds baseball with some people. How about the Locked On Everydayer Club? If you go to lockedonreds.supercast.com for $5 a month or $50 a year, you get access to our ad-free episodes. You get access to our private Discord chat, and we're in there all day, every day talking Reds ball. I'm in there, Jeff's in there, Steve's in there, and we're having a great time. So please, please, please take a second to take a look at that. Notes will be in the show description as well. LockedOnReds.supercast.com or LockedOnPodcast.com/everydayer. It's a lot of fun. And of course, you can always check out Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. Let's get to our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
So there are like 4 options here. So the Spencer Steer home run definitely qualifies him. Elly has 4, gets on base 4 times today. Pierce Johnson holds the fort down when the bullpen really needed it. I'm going to go with Nathaniel Lowe. Now, only has 1 hit today, but that 1 hit set the tone for the day for a team who was on a 3-game losing streak going into this game. They just got the 1-0 lead, and he comes up and he adds on to it. So I'm going to go with my guy there. I know everyone wants to say Nate. I just always remember in MLB The Show he was under Nathaniel, so it just sticks in my head. I'll eventually, by the middle of the year, I'm sure I'll be calling him Nate Lowe again. Let's talk about Elly De La Cruz, because Elly De La Cruz today did Elly De La Cruz things. 2 doubles, 2 steals, 3 for 4, a run, and a walk. Elly De La Cruz is up to an 883 OPS. Elly De La Cruz in the season is hitting 271 with 4 homers, 7 RBI, and 5 stolen bases. This is the Elly De La Cruz we all know and love. In his last 7 games, he's hitting 333, 438 with a 556 slugging, with a homer, 3 runs batted in, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So walks to strikeout ratio is incredibly close for a guy that everyone wants to complain about striking all the time. And I keep saying it. He's playing great defense right now. He's been really, really good defensively this year. And again, I know I've said this a million times already this year. We're only like 16 games in. But how about the fact that, he has 2 working legs? Seems pretty promising. So that was pretty cool as well. I've seen a couple comments as well. I want to give some love to the City Connect jerseys today. Love them. Absolutely love them. If you don't like them, you're just a hater. That's all it is to it, guys. Just a hater. So haters going to hate. And we're just going to love Reds jerseys being far better than what they're currently wearing on a day-to-day basis with that white jersey. So I love that as well. Sal Stewart playing second base today. It's fine. If it's a day where you kind of give Matt McLain a rest day, I'm cool with it. I still think Matt McLain is got something going. Like his baseball Savant page, I wrote about it at Reds Talk SI. Looks like Matt McLain's brewing for something pretty awesome. And I feel like he's going to be really, really good this year. I just got that feeling. And like the walks are obviously there. Once he cuts down the strikeouts, everything else looks pretty promising. So I'm very excited to see what Matt McLain brings to the team. But yeah, I thought for giving him a day off, I thought Sal Stewart did a great job handling second base. He's just so talented that it's the fact that you can have a guy play so many positions like that, play first, second, and third, is pretty impressive. I thought the play there at the end with him and Key Bryan was really funny in the 9th inning when they're both charging that fly ball. And you heard Larkin kind of go like, that guy is a Gold Glove third baseman, so you just let him have that. So I thought that was pretty funny as well. But it was a great day. It was a great game. I'm really happy the Reds got a win. You know how I get when they have these losing streaks every day. I just kind of get to that point where I'm like, okay, just get to a win so we can have a fun day on the show. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this out. The Reds are victors today, 7-3 over the Angels. The Reds have 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The Angels have 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Pierce Johnson gets his first win as a Red. He is now 1-1 on the year. And you have George Clausen getting his first loss of the season. He is now 0-1. The Reds go for the rubber match tomorrow. And oh boy, this one is going to be... The Reds had their work cut out from them more offensively. So the Reds will face the Angels in the 3rd and final matchup. Andrew Abbott takes the hill for the Reds. He's 0-1 with a 3.18 ERA going against Jose Soriano. This is not fake. This is legit real numbers. Is 3-0 in 3 starts with a .45 ERA and a .65 whip and 21 strikeouts in 20 innings. Boys got their work cut out for them tomorrow, but I feel good about it. I feel good. I feel like we might have a shot to, maybe we're the ones that break the Jose Soriano being awesome streak, right? If not us, then who? But first pitch be at 1:40, so you'll see me a little bit later in the afternoon. I'm gonna look at maybe going to the game. I'm gonna check Game Time, see if they can get me a good price on the tickets. I'm also doing a blood donation tomorrow at Hawksworth, so I don't know, maybe that's not the best idea. But whatever it is, I'll keep you guys posted, whether it's here in the YouTube comments or on my socials at TimDaniel518. You'll know where I'm at, and you'll know when I'll be live. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Go have your favorite refreshment that you can have in this beautiful Saturday night. Go Red Legs, and I'll see you tomorrow.